Hello and thanks for staying with us. The Controller General of Nigerian Customs Service commend custom women all over the country for a job well done. Also on Customs Report, Operation Whirlwind intercept PMS for smugglers operating along the nation's border. Plus, more reports. I am Egiseme Etiye. Stay tuned. The Controller General of Nigerian Customs Service speaks on International Women's Day in 2026, saying that women has contributed to the development of customs solutions all over the country.
The Comptroller General of Customs, Adewale Adeniyi, on Friday, March 27, 2026, marked the 2026 International Women's Day with a surprise appreciation event honoring female officers of the Nigerian Customs Service. Held at the Customs House in Maitama, Abuja, the event drew a large turnout of officers across ranks, alongside members of the Customs Officers' Wives Association. Each attendee was presented with a rose in recognition of their resilience, dedication, and service. Addressing the gathering, Adeniyi explained that the initiative was intentionally designed to break away from routine ceremonies and shine a spotlight on women whose contributions often go unnoticed.
I want to place today's celebration within a broader context. Across the world, the customs community has come to a clear understanding, and that is the fact that gender inclusivity is a matter of institutional effectiveness and not a matter of charity or sentiment. The World Customs Organization, the global body under whose framework all customs administration, including ours, operates, has made gender equality a priority. The WCO knows what the data consistently shows, and the data consistently shows that organizations which genuinely include and empower women perform better. They make better decisions if they do not rely on this microphone. They serve their communities better, and there is evidence to show it. Nigeria Customs Service stands firmly within the global consensus. We are committed to an institution where a woman's talent, her dedication, and her ambition determines how far she goes, and nothing else. An institution where the woman who wakes up at 4 in the morning to make sure her family is fed before she puts on that uniform and takes her post is seen, is respected, and is valued for exactly what she is and what she contributes. Let me assure you, we are not there yet in every respect, and I will not pretend otherwise. But the direction is very clear, and the commitment is real and genuine. I also want to speak directly to the women in this space who lead those who carry the dual weight of professional responsibility and everything that life asks of you beyond these walls. I was speaking to one of you some few minutes before we started because I was expecting to see her here, and she complained to me that she had waist pain. This is what ordinarily men will overlook, but this is the reality of the life of our women, and yet they carry the same responsibility that we carry in customs over their heads. We see your pains, we celebrate you. You do not always get credit for how much you manage simultaneously. But from what I saw today and always, we all see it. This institution sees it. And one of the ways we intend to show that we see it, not just through the events like this, but through our policies, through our postings, through our deployments, through our career opportunities, and the environment that we build for you every day. And so I therefore say unto you, for every woman in Nigeria Customs Service, whether you are here today or not, whether we call you out for recognition or not, whether you are in headquarters or in a remote border station somewhere in this country, doing your duty diligently, this celebration we have is for you. The month of March is for you, and I assure you that we will march together with you to greatness. Amen. The service is your institution. Today, we are bringing you flowers. Not because flowers solve anything, but because sometimes what a person needs most is simply to be told, we see you, we are grateful for what you do, and we are glad that you are here. I wish all our women happy International Women's Day.
That this month March is a month to celebrate women. And if you know the Comptroller General of Customs, you will know that he loves to celebrate women. He loves women and girl child to a fault.
You are watching the program Customs Report.
The Comptroller General of Customs, CGC, Adewale Adeniyi, on Tuesday, 31st March 2026, commissioned a major intervention project at Government Secondary School, Wuse, Abuja, marking the one-year anniversary of the Nigerian Customs Services Corporate Social Responsibility Initiative, tagged Customs Cares. Addressing students, staff, and stakeholders at the school, Adeniyi said the institution's adoption under the service's CSR framework had already produced encouraging results, particularly in student performance and the overall learning environments.
We have not made a mistake in adopting this school. By accident of location, we were close to ourselves. Now we are separated by some 4 kilometers or thereabout, but we still feel the umbilical cord, because when you see two organizations that are performing well, they must feel for each other. And that's the kind of feeling that we have for GSS Secondary School. When this school coughs, we catch cold in Maitama, and when we are not feeling well in Maitama, we have a feeling that the students and the teachers of this school will be wondering what is happening to us. So the performance that we saw today is only matched by the superlative tastes that we have turned this school all into. And I'm so very delighted that the contractor that we have given the job within a short time has done it. So I've just come to express my delight that we have created, we have gifted a platform to the school for interaction, social interaction, expression of talent, such like we saw here, and of course, excellence in performance in the pursuit of their academic endeavors in the school. I want to sincerely express my gratitude to the director and the principal of the school for the opportunity that they have extended to us. When we came to establish our need assessment, we had what we wanted to do in mind, but they were very, very clear in what they wanted. They told us that the problem that they have in the school that required intervention was security, and we came in, we had an intervention of solar lights. They also said they needed to renovate this school. I'm sure we all saw the state of the hall in the documentary when we started this. I'm indeed very, very happy that within the short time that we had the opportunity to interact with you, it was a kind of promise made, promise kept. Thank you very much. So I charge you all students, make the best use of this opportunity, make the best use of this facility. When we were in school, we used to have literary and debating society. And that was where we learned the skills of public speaking. And this is something that you need to take very, very seriously. How you stand in front of your colleagues, in front of other pupils, in front of a very large audience, and you address them and you connect with them. This is the kind of a place where you can do it. Because when you stand up here, you can practically see everybody, irrespective of where they are, and everybody can also see you. So we will challenge the school. Please give exposure to our kids so that they will have the confidence and the skills, the life skills that they will need as they move on in their educational pursuit. Let me use this opportunity to mention one issue as I close, and that is the issue of maintaining this particular facility. In two speeches that were made, the school principal was directed to make very good use of this place and to take care of it. We know that this kind of facilities exist in so many secondary schools in FCT and other parts of the country. We also do know that most of our schools do not have the resources to adequately maintain this place. It has been a very strong limitation. We are intended to finish up this place with air conditioner, with solar panel and all of that, but we were limited by the fact that whatever we put in this place has to be well maintained, and they also have to be secured. So what I'm trying to say is that the resource to do that goes beyond the control of a secondary school like this. What are we therefore proposing? I think this is time that we need to engage the FCT Education Board on a mandate, on a system or a template in which facilities like this can turn into a gold mine, can turn into a money-making venture that the school can use not only to maintain the school, but also to raise money for other things that they might require in a school like this.
The chairman, World Customs Organization, WCA, the Chief of Customs, has said that Nigerian Customs Service will continue to advance the activities in Nigeria and abroad.
The Nigerian Customs Service, NCS, has reaffirmed its commitment to the effective implementation of the African Continental Free Trade Area AFCFTA by commencing a 3-day capacity building program on rules of origin. The training, which began and aims to equip stakeholders with the technical knowledge needed to enhance Nigeria's participation in intra-African trade. Declaring the program open, the Comptroller General of Customs, Adewale Adeniyi, represented by Assistant Comptroller General of Customs Strategic Research and Policy, Nafiu Ishaku, described the initiative as critical to strengthening both trade facilitation and enforcement. He said, and I quote, "The rules of origin constitute a very critical pillar of economic integration. Their correct interpretation and implementation are fundamental to trade preference, transparency, and competitiveness." End of quote. He noted that the workshop is structured to provide both technical knowledge and practical skills, including planning, execution, and evaluation to ensure effective nationwide implementation.
The Operation Wild Wing has again intercepted PMS-1 smugglers operating along the nation's borderline. The coordinator has this to say.
The Nigerian Customs Service, NCS, specialized anti-smuggling unit, Operation Whirlwind, intercepted and auctioned 14,875 litres of premium motor spirits destined for illegal export to neighboring countries. Speaking during the public auction at the Customs Training College in Ikeja on Tuesday, 31st March 2026, the National Coordinator of Operation Whirlwind, Abubakar Aliyu, revealed that a total of 595 jerry cans of 25 litres each, amounting to 14,875 litres were intercepted across key flashpoints, including Imeko, Ilara, Ilaro, Idiroko, and Seme Badagry.
Directive of the Controller General of Nigeria Customs Service, Bashir Adewale Adeni, MFR, FNIPR, Distinguished Service Medal, PSC Dagger, at yet another significant public auction ceremony where we're going to auction 14,875 liters of petroleum motor spirit, PMS, intercepted by Operation Y-Wing within Zone A axis and its environs. Nigeria Customs Service continues to uphold a constitutional mandate of safeguarding the nation's economy, protecting vital assets, and tackling all forms of smuggling and economic sabotage. Recently, effort has been significantly intensified through improved surveillance, strong intelligence operation, and more robust enforcement activities among major routes identified for illegal diversion and cross-border smuggling of petroleum products. These 6 petroleum products up for auction today are seized through dedicated enforcement operation and reliable intelligence. They had been earmarked for illegal export to neighboring countries. It's a direct intervention of or contravention of national law regulating the distribution and the movement of petroleum products. It is therefore impertinent to re-emphasize that petroleum smuggling is not a victimless crime. It undermines the national economy, deprives the government of vital revenue, disrupts domestic distribution of fuel supply, and create artificial scarcity that negatively impacts citizens. Furthermore, it fuels criminal network activities that threaten national security and economic instability. In line with legal provision and our SOP, our commitment to transparency, accountability, and due process, this 6 PMS product is being disposed through this public auction. This ensures that the products are reintegrated into the legitimate domestic supply chain rather than being diverted into illegal channels. This auction is being carried out with the participation of relevant government agencies, security personnel, civil society, and media representatives to guarantee transparency, accountability, and integrity in the disposal process. I hereby acknowledge the strategic leadership of the Office of the National Security Advisor, headed by Malam Nuhu Ribadu, MNI, whose direction has bolstered interagency coordination and improved operational efficiency.
He pointed that the total duty paid value of the seized product stands at 14,875,000 naira only, adding that the seized products valued at 14,875,000 will be auctioned to the public at the rates of 630 naira per litre in demonstration of the service's commitment to transparency and accountability.
Enable this operation to achieve measurable success. I will therefore salute the dedicated officers and personnel of Operation Y-Wing, along with our partner agency. Their professionalism, vigilance, and unwavering commitment have made this interception possible and continue to thwart the efforts of smugglers and economic saboteurs. Let me issue a firm warning to everyone still engaged in illegal smuggling of petroleum products. The area of impunity is over. Operation Wyoming remains determined, proactive, and intelligent-led in its approach. We will persist in tracking, intercepting, and dismantling smuggling networks wherever they operate. We call on members of the public, especially residents of border community, to keep supporting security activities by providing accurate and timely information. Combating smuggling is a shared responsibility, and your cooperation is critical in safeguarding the nation's interests. Transparency continues to be the cornerstone of our operation. This auction today underscores our commitment to accountability and the responsible management of 6 petroleum products. All participants are expected to adhere strictly to the established procedures governing this exercise. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, today's events reaffirms the federal government's unwavering commitment to protecting Nigeria's petroleum resources and ensuring that they are used and serve the best interests of Nigerian people. As we advance in this auction exercise, I assure Nigerians that Operation Wyoming will continue to strengthen its surveillance, intelligence gathering, and enforcement effort across all zones.
We now bring you the report of some seizures in most commands part of the country.
The Ogun 1 Command, under the leadership of Deputy Comptroller D.C. Afeni, in its continuous efforts at riddling the country of unhealthy competition with our local vegetable oil producers, intercepted 1,202 kegs of smuggled vegetable oil following successful 2 intelligence-led operations on 19th and 24th March 2026. These seizures are a significant win for the Nigerian economy. By removing these illicit goods from the markets, the command is curbing unfair competition, protecting local manufacturers, and supporting domestic job creation. This was a follow-up operation to the earlier seizure of 2,539 kegs of vegetable oil at 25 kilograms each on 11th March 2026 and 2,090 kegs of vegetable oil at 25 kilograms each on 16th December 2025. Similarly, in a resolute display of inter-agency synergy and commitment to protecting Nigeria's natural resources, the Nigerian Customs Service Ogun 1 Area Command has officially handed over seized 285 sacks of mica stones weighing 50 kilograms worth 104,775,000 naira to the Ministry of Solid Minerals Development. The handover ceremony held at the command's headquarters, Abeokuta, followed the successful interception of the minerals by vigilance officers during a routine anti-smuggling operation. The seizure underscores the command's expanded mandate to prevent the legal exploitation of the nation's solid minerals, which often bypasses statutory regulatory framework and deprives the federal government of essential revenue. Speaking during the exercise, the Acting Customs Area Comptroller Ogun 1 Command, Deputy Comptroller O.O. Afeni, who was represented by Assistant Comptroller E.K. Onyeso, emphasized that illegal trade in solid minerals poses a dual threat to national security and economic stability. The Nigerian Customs Service, NCS, under the stewardship of Comptroller General Bashir Adewale Adeniyi, has made professionalism and continuous learning central to its modernization drive. At the Apapa Area Command, Comptroller Emmanuel Oshoba has taken this directive to heart, rolling out a comprehensive program of capacity building and staff development that is reshaping the culture and performance of Nigeria's busiest ports. While digital transformation and automation have captured headlines, Oshoba insists that human capital remains the true engine of reform. He explained during a recent training session Our officers must be empowered with the right skills, values, and mindsets to sustain the gains of modernization. This philosophy has translated into a multi-pronged approach: technical training, leadership development, ethics reinforcement, and cross-sector collaboration. Over 300 officers have participated in ICT workshops, risk management courses, and trade facilitation seminars in the past year alone. These sessions are designed not only to sharpen technical expertise, but also to instill discipline, accountability, and integrity.
Just before the end of this week edition of the program Customs Report, we brought you a report where the Controller General of Nigerian Customs Service has commended custom women all over the country for a job well done. For me, Ikeseme Edinye, thanks for watching.